Welcome to InfoCision Stadium in Akron, Ohio, home of the Zips. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Broncos will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Zips offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
And the Zips now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gonna sling it on second down. He'll try to do it himself. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Man, you want to start fast and you're a defense, that's how you do it. Get to the quarterback not once, but twice in a row. You're not letting him feel comfortable from the start of this game. Great execution by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Zips will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that.
Western Michigan, 7, Akron, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. First play of the drive wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Finds his man down the middle. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is on its way. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Johnson looking to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the grab on the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Boyd. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw again. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Broncos send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Takes it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Bunch formation for these receivers. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Newell. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. From the gun. Give on the inside. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Infocision Stadium.
And the Zips will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Clemens. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. If they could somehow find their way into the end zone, a two-possession lead might feel insurmountable. The Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Johnson wants to throw it. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. On the ground, it's Gant. And he's still running after the move. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to power their way ahead. Turning it on! Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Zips racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Newell. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. This should be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Got his man there to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Wide receiver going in motion. Snap from the gun on third down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go deep shot for the end zone. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. He'll do it himself. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The give as they work on that clock. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Gets it out quickly. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it.